Assalamu alaikum ji. This video is going to inform you about two very important skills. One is summarizing and the other one is paraphrasing. These two skills are very, very important when you intend to conduct a research and you want to use somebody's ideas and you want to rephrase it, paraphrase it into your own words. So I'll be talking about these two skills, that how you can um, develop So let's go through summarizing, paraphrasing, and direct quoting will provide support for claims, add credibility to your writing, give examples of several points of view on a subject. It highlights a particular striking phrase, sentence, or passage by quoting the original one. So if you intend to use somebody else's original idea, so you basically what do you do is you actually cite it, you paraphrase it, expand the breadth or depth of your writing. All right, G, on that note, I want all of you to Purdue OWL. So this is the link that is right there. I want all of you to get hold of this link, because this link actually will provide you with authentic citing sources, authentic research techniques, authentic paraphrase, authentic material on research and academic writing. So Purdue all is very, very credible source. I want all of you to actually note this down. And it is basically, it's credible as well, it's updated as well, because Purdue University, University of Purdue actually takes care of this website. So it's very helpful um, site for all of you to get hold on academic writing skills. All right, let's move on. Successful writing often involves the blending of all three of these skills. As part of a summary of an article, a chapter, or a book, a writer might include paraphrases of various key points blended with quotations of striking or suggestive phrases. Summarizing. So summarizing involves putting the main ideas into your own words, including only the main points, including only the main points, including only the main points. Once again, it is necessary to attribute summarized ideas to the original source. Summaries are significantly shorter than the original and take a broad overview of the source material. Summarizing can reduce an entire chapter to a single paragraph, or it can reduce a single paragraph to one sentence. The summaries should be written in your own words. Any phrases from the direct source should be placed within quotation and properly cited in MLA format. But usually in summaries, we don't add direct quotations. We because it aims to summarize. So summaries are usually shorter, and we actually neglect and deduct quotations. Your essay should include very little summary. We all know the story of Frankenstein, where, when necessary, provide very brief context to your argument. So Frankenstein, you need to know. If you don't know about the story, you can Google that story. There is a beautiful novel written by Mary Shelley on Frankenstein. So it's about uh, a kind of uh, Frankenstein refers to a supernatural being which is being developed by the author herself. So you need to look into that story. Interesting story. And there is an example. If you're if you are referencing Saifi's story, do not spend several sentences rehashing chapter 14. Instead, contextualize a supporting quote leading into whatever detail about her story supports your current claim. Also lacks in maternal figure in her having only the influence of her father, the cause of their ruin, Shelley. So this is Frankenstein's example was there. Paraphrasing involves putting a passage from source material into your own words, like a summary. A paraphrase must also be attributed to the original source. What is the difference between summary and a paraphrase? Summary, a paraphrase is written in your own words, but whereas summary reports significant information in fewer words. The summary actually summarizes the information into one gist, and paraphrases, it's your, like, you can still have the similar length, but and you're using your own information, the same information. Steps to be effective paraphrasing: reread the original passage, see the original, set the original aside and write your paraphrase in your own draft and outline. Check your retention with the original to make sure that your version accurately express all the essential information in a new form. Use quotation marks whenever it is necessary. Don't forget to cite the source. When to paraphrase: when you want to emphasize especially significant ideas by retaining all of the points or details from the original. When you want to clarify ideas that are complex or language that is dense, technical, or hard to understand. Guidelines for effective paraphrase: avoid mirroring the sentence structure or original or organization of the original. Simplify complex ideas by pulling them apart and explaining each smaller component of the larger idea. Use synonyms for keywords. As a check, try paraphrasing the passage twice by paraphrasing your own paraphrase. Compare your second paraphrase with the original one. A paraphrase is your own redemption of essential. The redemption is the sort of addition. It's your own addition in your own words of essential information and ideas expressed by someone else, presented in a new form. One legitimate way, when accompanied by accurate documentation, to borrow from a source. Number third, a more detailed restatement than a summary which focuses concisely on a single main idea. To paraphrase effectively and ethically, you must translate the writer's wording entirely into your own words and acknowledge the source with a citation. And that's it pretty much from my side. And now I would like to sign off for today's session.